Alright, there's one piece that's not in there. There's actually several pieces that aren't in there because I've actually had several sketches that folks had sort of stolen from me, not intentionally. They're in stuff that was stolen, whatever. This piece was something I drew. I only drew half of it, photoshopped it, mirrored it, printed it out, took it to a tattoo artist, had it done.
And let me get a close-up of that.
Yeah. All the detail is not there. He did some gray wash work on it.
So you have an Ankh, you have some flames, and you have skeletal wings?
Yes.
Okay. And you want to make a comment on his awesome tat.
I think it's epic.
By the way, a chest tat, hair, and I'm really hairy-chested, so enjoy. But, chest tat is really fucking painful. Yeah, no doubt. There's two more right there, and yeah, I have a cute little panda on me.
Yeah, see, yours is roughly the same size.
They're really fucking painful, about as painful as the spinal tap.
Oh, mine
Well, fuck you.
Alright, first off, anybody have anything particular they want to make comments on?
I like just like I love the style you go for.
I like your eyes. Your beautiful eyes.
Yes! Alright,
The eyes,
alright.
yeah, the eyes.
Yeah, I like the eyeball with the cross on
You told me
it.
about it, you didn't show me.
Alright, everybody saw this one. As you said, well, as I said, I did the ink on what it was originally there
That is a
was
photo?
just block ink.
Is that like a sheet or
Inks and
something?
whatnot, yeah.
Folded?
I thought it was pretty
Seriously, we need to co-op on a graphic design project. I really think.
This is one of the few ones I wasn't actually necessarily looking at anything when I did. It's just basic muscle study.
Okay. One question.
Light
Do you
shading.
have Photoshop?
He does.
Yeah.
I don't do colors too well.
Yeah.
Obviously, everything's black and white.
Do you want a copy?
Yeah. I think it's actually relatively accurate for on the arm. I think.
No.
No?
It
Yeah.
It seems really accurate on the arm.
This section
Because
is
my
kind
laptop has
of rough because I've issues to
Yeah.
it personally.
A lot of people do. Just don't
This
register stuff when
is
you
kind of a twisted self-portrait that started off as a tree that turned into a face. And
That's awesome.
the eye and the question mark was there first.
Mhm.
A little too
And then the
much here. I
tree,
would cut it down to
and
maybe
then everything
there.
else.
That's like
Yeah,
the only
that's
thing
pretty
I'm
cool.
thinking. Maybe a
It just
little more
kind
like
of turned into a
sunset color or
self-portrait,
something.
which
a little
I mean, I
purple
would like to
pinkish.
see some of this done on
Otherwise, fine.
canvas.
There's too much of this. That's the only.
Like
Yeah.
really thick black paint. The way you sketch done in thick black paint. That'd be really interesting.
that's inks. Inks, I have a different style than I have with pencil.
Yeah.
Obviously, most of you guys noticed that I have random shit.
Yeah.
I start something and it's like, half the shit that's like this, I kind of force myself. It's like, I know I'm in lulls, and it's like, alright, I want to do something. Mentally, I'm like, alright, I need to create something, I want to create something, but there's nothing there. And so it just comes out to partials, or simple shit like weapons, or
Yeah.
repeating things like eyes or question marks. Always there. This one was actually somebody else's idea. They wanted essentially like a clan flag for like an online game or something. That's just running from military. The tank was actually drawn from a how-to draw book over several steps. I recreated sketch, erase, sketch, erase, sketch, erase. Decent recreation, but I was led step by step through it. This one was
Awesome.
I love that one. That is so cool.
Yeah, I like that
I
one.
do
On top
better
of
with ink
something, but I
sometimes,
also
and
see some
a couple people have told me this looks a lot like, if you're gamers, looks a lot like the Neversoft logo.
Yeah.
If you've ever played like a Tony Hawk or a Guitar Hero, you notice the eye with the spike and the tail.
Oh, yeah.
Sort of looks like
I
that.
like your ability
Yeah,
to see.
Yeah, it resembles it a little. Yeah.
Alright, this one is one of my kind of unique ones.
That's a beautiful picture.
Pencil initially
Way better. That
was
first one
drawn
was way better.
from this angle.
That is.
Was drawn on purpose sideways because if you look at it,
I tried to get some of her details.
it's got more of an
If you ever
angry
get strong
scowl,
enough,
Yeah.
but you turn it,
you can go under the.
you just got
If
kind
you
of
ever
a
get strong
weak,
enough as the
you know,
artist
looking
subset,
off in the distance, fuck
we
that
could
guy.
go under the
Yeah.
Hangman Productions moniker and
It
get an
changes
actual show
entirely
going,
from
which is
angle
Wow.
Yeah, it really does, because you look like a total pussy. Like
or
that.
not, if you don't know the Hangman Productions.
yeah, this way you
It's
just
just
kind
the
of
name
look
of the
off like,
group.
oh, fuck that.
I noticed
Yeah.
that it had the gold foot.
Actually,
so
if
I
you turn it
changed
that way, he
and
kind of looks like,
Well, I
oh,
changed
here's
it.
for my toys.
Which
I like
is
the line.
That's kind of interesting how that
Or
works.
when you do it that way, he's like, ah, you stole my
That's
toys.
the.
I know, and it's perfect.
And then
I've
this
got a
one
lot
was
of,
just me counting
pictures
some
that I've
good
taken with
symbols
the
and
digital camera.
practicing essentially.
It's a cock ring.
You've seen them on the video.
This is a world map from a world I'm still developing. A very slow working process for a D&D campaign. It's mildly detailed. I have a lot of shit plotted out. All in
I
my
don't have
head,
blue, but
none of it
I
on
really
paper.
love that photo.
Yeah, I know how that feels. So recently,
Alright, this one is kind of odd considering there's no colors in it, but it's actually water. And considering I
It
figured
looks
out
like it would be, yeah.
yeah.
just kind of a, I was going for kind of a Tim Burton-esque
Yeah.
feel,
You
If you
definitely
put some
get that.
color in it, you could definitely see it.
but
Especially with like the kind of
Starting to
obtuse
voice
shape of the house and the little tilt on
It's
the
okay.
devil horn
When
for
you
the
feel
chimney.
Yeah.
yeah, and then like I don't know how many could actually pick that out. There's like curtains and a window.
Yeah.
It, without color, it's just a jumble of
Would you
lines.
be interested in
Yeah.
the still life session?
Definitely Tim Burton-esque.
This is one of my kind of forced, kind of not. I had an idea, started sketching it, and I thought it turned out looking like shit.
King Arthur meets Boba Fett.
You put
I thought kind of like Boba Fett and Magneto meets medieval.
Yeah.
Yeah.
King Arthur, Boba Fett. It's in that
Oh,
way.
actually, wait. Did I say King Arthur?
No, I did.
I did say Magneto.
Yeah, you Magneto and Boba
Alright,
Fett.
because that happens to me a lot. I'll say something like that. Moving on. Again, a totem for a D&D campaign. I think you're in that one, the Black Hawk Clan?
Yeah, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. And
Back in the day.
you never actually got to the point where you met up with the Chimera.
No.
Or, you know,
No. All our things end up dying. I
Influenced
love
by
that one. I
Invader
thought that
Zim.
was pretty cool.
Dude,
actually,
his mouth looks like it's a mile long. The perspective on it from over here?
Uh-huh.
you immediately say Invader Zim. I've never actually seen it. I've never actually watched Invader Zim.
There is Invader Zim influence in that.
Yeah.
A lot
I wouldn't
of
say
people
if you
like that.
directly.
If you've ever seen even a
Angry
picture
Birds.
of Invader Zim,
I like the squiggly lines.
there's something about it.
Oh, where's Tracy? Because she loves Invader Zim.
She's downstairs.
He's never even seen it, he says,
she
but don't
didn't
you
look
see
at
the
the book.
influence of it? I mean, there's some sort of style.
Stylistically,
Similarity?
I would say it's similar, but I wouldn't say
what
that
was
it-
going with this one when I was drawing it, because I was actually thinking when I was drawing this one, because I did the Tim Burton-esque Island House,
Yeah.
and this one in the same session. I was trying to go with that style mixed with kind of clean, solid lines,
Yeah.
lacking my typical sketchy style,
Yeah.
which that kind of shows and creates a more.
Pizza-shaped eyes.
I really like that though.
It is.
You know what
I
I'm
like
thinking?
It
Not
creates
necessarily Invader Zim, I'm thinking the Max.
No, too hard for the mask. Too rough of a line.
The head?
Like too sharp line.
I don't know, there's just something about it that maybe it's even just a sneer, but it just feels like Invader Zim to me.
I think it's interesting. I don't think it waxes Invader Zim as much.
You know what, maybe?
Um,
Graffiti art.
I
Yeah.
do go that route quite a bit.
Yeah.
I have a friend. Have you ever done graffiti
without
art?
without even
Not-
the
Actual tagging, but as far as lettering,
You know what would be
I
awesome?
do that quite a bit.
is
I have a
if,
friend that
take
has
out
done
the
that
ear and the
professionally.
head and all that, and just leave the face, like just the mouth, the nose, and the eyes, and all that, and that would be interesting on the side of a building.
Yeah, but, yeah.
I was gonna say though, I have a friend that's also a tattoo artist. He's the guy who did all this, who has done that professionally. If you're interested in learning or collaborating, you're welcome to speak to him.
Well, the thing about me and graffiti is I don't do colors too well. I'm still trying to wrap my head around.
So you may need help with instruction. I know that this guy can do them very well. So that if you're interested in learning, I'm sure he'd be more than willing to teach. He might teach just for the cost of materials. If you grab spray paint and something for you to spray paint on.
I don't know if anybody actually read this, but I write every now and then. Most of it turns out like blah, kind of forced. Like I'll sit there and like rhyme word every 3 lines. All right, whatever. I personally like this guy. I like the head because obviously you can see I went back
Melissa?
over it and cleaned it up a
Yeah.
little bit.
Yeah. Pretty cool. I
I'm
like
supposed to
the
read
guy
this
who
one? This is
pages
the Maggie
from here.
piece.
If I can-
Pumpkin guy head,
So you want me next?
head guy, like one of my favorites.
Yeah.
This is the only other one.
There's another one that I drew initially, went back over months or years later with ink, and solidified his position. Random Force sketch.
I saw a page full of words and I was like,
That is actually my favorite right there.
that is awesome.
This one is actually a magic card,
Text it.
essentially. The picture being essentially possibly inch by inch big, blew up, and then
Which card is it? Do you know?
So wait,
I have it, but
why aren't we having this guy here help us design these tattoos? Because he looks way better than me.
Mm-hmm.
Because he doesn't work with the schedule.
So it wouldn't be a schedule, it would be a day event.
I've asked him.
this one looks good because I was actually looking at something when I was drawing it.
That's the point, you will be. You're just gonna have to look at like 6 different things and put them into one.
This one was kind of a core training exercise for myself to get back into the work of shading and smudging.
No, it turned out well. You know, I haven't drawn in a while, so I may suck.
Actually, I think I'm gonna go back over that. I like this guy a lot.
That was my favorite from the entire thing.
And actually, a lot of stuff on this page kind of turned out well, like the eye, the mask from Mario 2.
Is that what that is? I would have said Medusa mask.
The
That's a
floating
DC
mask
thing.
that chases you around levels in Mario 2. After you like pick up a key and start running
Yeah,
off of it.
yeah.
I was wondering, it looked familiar.
Yeah, that was kind of the inspiration for it, and I like how it turned out. The shading on it was complete afterthought, but I think it gives it more effect.
I like the crooked faces that you have. Like
Yeah, like I saw a lot of. Initially, when we lived in Arizona,
yeah.
I think I watched a couple Digimon episodes, and Demi Digimon or whatever his name was,
yeah.
Devimon, or you know,
Devimon or whatever.
when he evolved and he had like the really long, lanky arms. And
Yeah.
that inspired a lot of my style, along with some of the graffiti I've seen.
Yeah.
And
It's really cool. I really like the crookedness of some of the characters,
Yeah.
especially that one. You can see it.
It's a very pleasing asymmetry out of there.
actually, I actually recreated something like this tonight. It was one of the last pages on here. We'll get to it. Finger. Go around. I looked at my fingers like, oh hey, cool. Yeah.
That's kind of cool, actually.
Eye study.
I like
the eyes.
I like that.
This was from I was looking at a how to draw manga book, and they had like 3 or 4 different eyes, and then
If you're interested, I have a shit ton of art books, especially how to draw manga.
He used to.
And they're
They were stolen.
very fucking expensive, so feel free to borrow them as long as you want. Just don't forget you have them.
I'm always good with borrowing shit.
I've got a ton out there. Tear away.
Next page, same
I really
book, how to
like
draw
that.
hands.
Dude, I love that because fucking hands are hard.
They are.
They're really hard to draw.
The thing about this was, it wasn't so much me trying to learn how to draw hands as it was just straight copy. I'll admit that now. I mean, I copy really well.
It's the only way I can draw is by looking at something, but because of that, I can take several pictures and turn them into one. All my pastels are just that. And if you want, I can bring mine out and explain that, but this is your thing, not mine.
And like this one and a couple of the other ones kind of highlight my natural drawing style with the sketchiness, and that's how I do my shading normally is several lines. Like I'll draw something and it's not going the right way, and I'll just go over it. I won't erase. I'll just keep going and going and going until it's what I want. I don't erase often.
What kind of pencils do you use?
Right now I'm working with a 0.5 mechanical. I prefer small point.
Have you gone through any of the H&Bs, the professional graphic artists pencils, which are actually pretty cheap?
Actually, I haven't really had access.
Oh.
Weapons, I do weapons. I play D&D a lot, so you know that kind of shit. Weapons, more weapons. Weapon and stats I was working on for D&D for a weapon that changes from a pole to 2 sticks to a half pole and a half whip to a full whip.
Interesting. It'd be an interesting weapon, actually, in this game.
Random pluck.
Left.
Like I said earlier, my style changes a bit when I go to inks.
Mm-hmm.
And it's more hard and precise.
That is really cool.
I like a lot of the
really like
angles.
all of the yeah.
Because when I started sketching and stuff back when I like idolized you as a kid, I had tried to imitate that. I tried to imitate that hard, edgy.
Well, no,
thing you
that's
did
the
with
thing.
inks.
I didn't have that back then. It was just all fucking.
Yeah.
Make fun.
Yeah.
And then I do question marks. I do question marks a lot because fucking question mark.
Yeah. Did WTF?
It's a BTF, Mike.
Don't bring that video back up.
Okay, so
That's my favorite line from the whole thing. Okay.
these next couple pages, a buddy of mine was in a band that actually tried out for vocally because I do death metal, vocals, whatever.
Wow.
And I was
The latest.
trying to redo their logo because
Do you know those?
some of you know
Archie
Arthur.
Knapp.
Yeah, I know Arthur.
Like he drew it initially, it wasn't bad, but I mean, I was like, you know, I could probably clean that up. And I started doing the lettering, which turned out fucking sweet, at least for the first word. But then I was like, you know, I'm just gonna scan this and Photoshop it, and so I was like, letter, which letter do I still need? So I was like, et cetera.
Yeah.
And then more plotting of it. This was a brief attempt to redraw what he initially drew, which I didn't finish because after 2 practice sessions, like, no, you're not what we're looking for, and it was, fuck, I forget his name, Mike Winchell,
Yeah.
who said no over a MySpace message. I was like, really, dude, really?
That guy's kind of looks.
And then, you know, a lot of people like this one because the facial expression and shit.
Oh, it's like the Scream almost.
Right? The eyes are almost empty, but they're just perfect scared.
More weapons, some inks.
I don't mind sharing.
This one I actually like. Really simple details. It's not as sketchy because I actually had an idea with that one.
Come here. Moving.
I was high,
See that?
and it still turned out fairly decent.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Now they're discussing something artistic. What the fucking Jason is.
Like, you can actually tell when I'm doing inks sober and when I'm doing inks high. Because inks high look like my pencil's sober.
Yeah. There's a bit of a disconnect between the lines too.
Yeah. This one was supposed to be a logo because I was attempting, and probably still attempting, to use Fruity Loops on the computer to create like a potentially dark industrial trance or music. And it was inspired by the sequel to Donnie Darko.
Which was really bad.
But like, I watched it and I just started drawing this, and then I did some bullshit.
That's pretty cool though.
That is.
Donnie Darko was
Truth art?
runes and
Classic Truth Art. More inks. Working on my tribal style. Obviously,
That
yeah. Yeah. What just happened?
do that? Because my purse is on it.
Alright.
Run ink claw. I had a pen in my hand. I was like,
So is that sword being born out of the fire?
I don't know, maybe.
That's cool.
It is. It's kind of cool.
It's one way to look at it, I suppose. Me attempting tagging again. I do more of a goth metal style, you know, hard edges, fighting and shit like that. This one was a prelim design for
Drawing?
why am I so bad at games today? Essentially, my cousin, Sean Mason.
Yeah.
It was a prelim design for his test, which I never got around to finishing. It's supposed to be 2 halves of a yin yang balanced on a tree. but I probably misinterpreted it at some point.
Take the geeks and let's
I probably should finish it, but
It's pretty decent.
I would commission that for
But
you
you know what?
because that is awesome.
Jim, you're gonna try that.
inspired by Evangelion.
Yeah.
The first
Oh,
couple
yeah.
episodes,
Oh, yeah.
the first
Yeah.
Angel,
Yeah.
I was watching. What was I watching? Evangelion still.
Babylon 5?
No, actually, I was still watching Evangelion. And I saw some of the tech aspects. I was like,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, I kind of like that.
Yeah.
Definitely like the other one.
I really I like that better than line metal.
Like, yeah, I just started up here, and I was like, oh,
I had
hey,
it.
Thorn
I found
thing.
it. I got it free. It was
That's pretty cool.
Side note, I am a lefty.
Woo! Go
So,
lefties.
You are too, right?
Yeah.
Yay!
and actually, this last page in here, I did this one just tonight.
Yeah.
It's reminiscent of the other one.
Yeah.
So, an angular, this form,
I kind of like how he's holding something, and like throughout most of the night, people have been up here holding something, saying some shit about what they're holding.
You know what I see when I see it, and I could be completely wrong? If Marilyn Manson were a cartoon character,
Well, he is holding something. He's holding like the classic style cartoon black bomb
Yeah.
with the fuse.
right?
Yeah. I kind of like that. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Just something about the shape of the face reminds me of if Marilyn Manson was a cartoon character.
And the semi-pudgy with the pointed nose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this other one eventually Substance. It's actually a concept for Marshmallow.
Oh, is that what he wanted to do?
Well, no, like all the stuff, I did this.
Uh-huh.
And that was his essentially concept. Like, he gave me an idea. I was like, you know, I could do that with like a yin-yang, but a tri-yang. And
It's the
then,
Triforce Yin Yang. Yin Yang Yang.
I like that.
you know,
I think that's
Yeah.
the orange.
and then the rest of it, I just kind of...
I make
Yeah.
things up all
It looks
the
like
time.
a cool like motorcycle kind of.
I've actually seen it stated somewhere, like, I've seen that.
Yin yang yang.
I think that's the orange and
And then the rest of it, I just kind of.
I make things up all
It
the
looks
time.
like a cool like motorcycle.
I've actually seen it stated somewhere, like, I've seen this, and it said yin, yang, Y,